Good day, everyone, and welcome to another segment on the bench. Today I'm going to bring you up a Partridge soft hackle fly here, Partridge in orange. It's one of the most favorite flies out there. Nice little soft hackle pattern. It's been responsible to get a lot of tough trout. We'll go over the materials we need to tie the fly. I'm going to be using a DHE 1560 size 14. I'll be using some A-dot fluorescent orange thread. The body on this fly, I'm going to be using some Schwandays. A lot of the pattern I think calls for floss. I like the Schwandays and the effect I get with it. There's actually, I'll show you this yellow. Here's a yellow one that is made with the same body. The same. You changed out the bottom color, the thread color, and it changed the whole fly. And then we'll just use some Partridge here on the front here for the collar. Main ingredient. We'll bring in our fly. We get a hook in the vise here and tie one of these little rascals up. Partridge in yellow, partridge in orange, probably the two favorite colors. Just changing the thread color, like I said. I've gone here with a fluorescent yellow underneath for the other one, and you got a nice bright yellow fly for the partridge in yellow. So, and I use the same Schwandays, so that'll be something you can maybe consider when you're tying some of your other favorites. So now I'll come in with the Schwandays. It's kind of, I like to stretch it out, kind of warm it up a little bit so it gets a little more flexible. Then I'll bring in my Bic lighter, my little torch, just soften that up. We get it nice and thin down here for our tie-in point. I'm just going to cover my body a little more. I'm going to get a bit of a taper cooking here in the front. There, now the body material, you'll notice on one side's flat. Underneath here, this is flat. I want to go flat side up. What I'm going to do is just kind of give it a little more trimmer right down in the corner. Just take a little pinch off there just so it's barely enough to get our thread hooked on here. So I'm coming right around the corner of that so my body stays, and I'm pulling on that fairly good so I know that it's going to hold. And then as I wrap, I'll get the nice segmentation. The yellow's coming over the top. Oh, I got the wrong. I've got the flat side coming up. So that's something you want to consider. There we go. Sometimes you don't get it started quite right. It'll come, the flat side will show up. Just back it off and then you can start over again, just kind of manipulate it around. But I did have it tied flat side up. Just sometimes the first corner you make there, it flips on you. So it's a really nice effect. I really like using the Schwandays bodies on these. It's my favorite. Just throw a half inch in here so we don't lose anything. And I'll bring in a little of this golden brown ice dub. I just want a couple little turns of that, pull that off. Don't want to overdo it with a flash. Just gives me a little glint there. And then find me some partridge hackle here at the bottom. Grab me one of those. Well, that's the secret sauce on these flies. Partridge skins are quite pricey. But I use a lot of them. That's one of my favorite materials. So many different flies for tailing, legs, you name it, collars. Soft hackle flies are very, very productive. I'll just catch that tip right behind the eye. Cut that off. Like for my hackle pliers here, I like these. this type here for manipulating my hackle around. I fold it, and then I'm going to get 2 turns, catch it off. It's pretty lightly hackled, soft hackle here, not a lot on it. Get a whip finish on that. Drop a little head cement on there and you're fishing. But great little pattern there. Partridge and orange. And just great little fly. Fish it always fishing unweighted. It'll be coming back in the current, probably at an angle. You'll see it coming up very slow. Fish it slow with an intermediate line would be my choice. And you see just a little glint of that ice stub showing through the bottom there too. Just a little, trick that out a little bit. So thank you again for catching us this week on Sport Fishing on the Fly on the Bench. We'll hope to catch you real soon.